It's the new year. You told yourself this is it. That life you always wanted, it was time for it to actually happen. So you sat down on your computer, you started working, but 10 minutes passed, you hate what you made, and you're back scrolling on your phone. What happened? It seems like a never-ending cycle. You're more concerned about your distractions than your actual dream life. And it's because you have no foundation. If I was your doctor, I'd give you an unorthodox solution, something that would actually force you to get your work done. You'll find real solutions to your own problems, things that actually work for you. I would tell you to get lost. Most people want to build a successful business or land a dream job, but most people won't. And the reason why most people won't do these things is because they're lying. The way they live is just copied from someone else. The things they tell themselves they want aren't even theirs. Their problems aren't real. It's all a self-built illusion. What you need to do is shatter the glass. Find your way out of the prison you've built for yourself. But the only way out is to get lost. Try new things, visit a new city, start a new hobby like painting or working out. Add new variables into your life that you've never thought about. It's the only way to know who you are. Because right now, no matter what you do, it feels like it's never enough. You're living in someone else's dream. Their vision for their own life has become your own. You're a puppet, and the only way out is to get lost. But people don't want to own their flaws because then they would actually get some work done. It's resistance. Constantly fighting against your weaknesses gives us a clarity that we just don't deserve. It's easier. And rather than making progress towards our goals, our motivation becomes overcoming our dark side. It's a battle we can never win. Most people are too insecure to own the flaws that actually make them a cool and relatable person. The flaws that actually take them to their goals. So instead, they shape their identity around overcoming these weaknesses, and they isolate. It's a great bait. We can feel like we're making progress, we can stay consistent, disciplined, motivated, or whatever, without ever achieving anything real. What we need is a reality check. We need a way to understand what we really want, who we really are, and how to actually move forward with our own taste and standards. The solution is a phase of getting lost, diving in and finding your way to your dreams no matter what's stopping you. But unless you're willing to stand on your own ideas or solutions, you'll never get anything done. You might quit, but again, you're only delaying the inevitable. You'll be forced to come up with a solution eventually, and maybe today is that day. If your life is clear, if you know exactly where you're going and what you want, chances are you're living in someone else's life. You're living how someone else wants you to live, because everything has been put into words. Words from someone else's vision. Why is it their business what you do? They want you to live according to their fantasy, and it's a convenient lie for you. Follow in their footsteps, and you don't have to struggle. Live according to their rules, and you don't ever have to confront the life you've always dreamed of. You'll never have to get lost. But what does this actually look like? All the mantras are cool and they can help you understand, but how do we know we're going into the right space? Well, it can help to think of your goals as a healing process. It's kind of the same as a relationship. If you're actively putting work out into the world or actively going after something, there are a lot of personal obstacles you have to overcome. Things like learning how to be yourself, how to be confident in your abilities, and how to keep pushing forward despite rejection. This is why it feels like chaos. It depends on your personality, but for a lot of people, especially because of the internet age we're in, learning and leaning into this process can feel destructive. You might go back and indulge in things you did as a kid, maybe to find contentment on the path to your goals, and you might have no idea what you're even doing. But through this process, what keeps you going and what allows you to be anchored and even find your way through is your goals. Finding the one thing that moves your goals forward, like making videos or sending out job applications or emails, is your foundation through the giant mess that this process presents. It's what allows you to get through. But if we end this process early, we'll only delay our solutions and it will inevitably show up again somewhere later in life, unless we let this process destroy us and overcome it. Otherwise, we'll hide from our dreams for the rest of our lives, which, to be honest, might not be a bad thing. Over time, you'll find your way out. Things will start to introduce themselves to you. Your goals will show you the way, but it might take longer than you think. This is what your goals are supposed to do for you. It was never about achieving anything. It was about alignment. Getting in tune with who you really are, what you really want, and how to actually get it. Doing things your own way, through your own style and personality. The whole point is to have fun. Enjoy the process, and you'll naturally find what works for you. If If you find yourself stuck, chances are you're relying on the wrong motivation. You have to actively find what works for you alone, and the only way to do that is to rely completely on yourself and go after your dreams before you're ready. You might not achieve anything, but what you will achieve is a complete understanding of who you are and where you fit into the world. Then you'll be ready for any new challenge you want to take on. Take the plunge and see how ready you already are.